you go.
Welcome to Invite Sent. Oh, boom! It's an issue with our industry for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Bubba, being in the fighting game community is a hot take for anybody watching.
If you're feeling uncomfortable, imagine how often and how regularly the person you're trying to stand up for feels that way, and they don't even say anything to initiate it. They just are, and someone's attacking them for who they are without even being provoked.
Welcome to Invite Sent. We are a live streaming show where we interview people and play video games.
Help is on the way, dear.
Did he make it in? Did he get all 20? Yes, way to go. If you'd like to be on Invite Sent, be interviewed, and play video games, please go to bubbagaddert.com and request to be on the show. And I'll let you know if the invite is sent. Yeah, get him.
There you go.
Welcome to Invite Sent. Boom! It's an issue with our industry for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Bubba, being in the fighting game
All
community
right,
is a hot take for anybody watching.
If you're feeling uncomfortable.
Hello, and welcome to Invite Sent. Welcome to Invite Sent. I'm Bubba Gaddert. Thank you so much for being here today. Man, I am super pumped to get into a couple matches with a true gamer, a true hero to the health and wellness community of gaming. Man, I am super pumped. We had a great show on Wednesday, episode 1 with Caitlin McGee from 1HP, and we've got the other founder, the founder and CEO coming in today, and we're going to invite him in here in a minute. We're excited because this is the second episode of season 3, and next week we've got some other people like Ray Pastor. God, we've got a lot of different people. I got Jeff Palumbo on the Rave Show next Thursday, so please check those out. It'll all be on all the streaming platforms. But if you're ready to get some Fortnite, I'm ready to go. We're going to bring in our amazing guest, Mr. Matthew Hugh. How are you, sir?
Hello, I'm great. I'm in Fortnite, so I'm even better. And I'm glad I'm episode 2. I'm glad I made the cut.
You made it. You're one of a kind, for sure. We're definitely going to be playing some Fortnite. You definitely have to carry me here today. Because I'm going to need it. But as we get into Fortnite, what do you have a favorite skin that you play typically?
Yeah, I think my favorite skin is the one the one that I don't have on, but that I had on previously, the one with the pajamas. I don't even know its name.
Yeah.
But
one with pajamas.
That's the
nice.
One. The one with pajamas.
Okay, where are we dropping?
You can make the decision. You go first.
Okay. All right. How about this little place with the?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I forgot it. I gotta fix
wherever that is.
Yeah, it's a little yeah, it's just like
train
a little
station, maybe?
Yeah, train station. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do
What about
this.
you? Do you have a favorite skin?
I like usually playing a female character just because, why not? Why do I have to conform? Oh, and we're playing builds, and last time I played builds was about 2020. So
Perfect.
I definitely need you to carry me.
Be very, very warm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we're being contested, it looks like.
Okay, let's do this.
Should be great.
There is a bot in here we can also
my
kill.
God. I am also choppy.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, here he is. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Our little fella. I got the bot, and I'm gonna open up the vault.
Perfect. Wow, that's a bit choppy for me. Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
I'll tab. I'll fix that a little bit. Okay, I think this might be better.
Yeah. I'm gonna fix my settings. So, what was the first video game you ever played?
The first video game I ever played. That's a really tough question. I mean, I'm older, so my first video game was on the console called Super Nintendo.
Super
So,
Nintendo. All right.
Let me see. What was the first game I remember playing? It might have been. It might have been like one of the Sonics.
Okay.
Yeah, it might have been one of the Sonics. Yeah, I actually do not remember the exact ones.
Super Nintendo. It wasn't Sonic. That was Genesis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, there was Sega Genesis.
Okay. There we go.
Oh my
Sega,
gosh.
nice. Yeah, because my neighbor, he was a Sega, or so he was a Super NES guy, and I was a Sega Genesis guy.
Oh yeah.
And so, yeah, we definitely competed.
Oh, love
quite
that.
a bit. Let's see. All right, I had to fix my settings. I think I'm ready to go now.
All right, perfect.
All right, so yeah, there's a vault down here
Okay.
that has stuff. Oh, we got some good shots over there. We'll definitely take care of those people. And so yeah, if you're in the chat, hello Valentine, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. In the chat, please, we've got Matthew Hugh here today. He is going to be sharing some information about health and wellness. So if you're out there and you're trying to figure out health and wellness and why it's important for you as a gamer, because there's probably a lot of gamers watching right now. Looks like we've got shots to the southwest. A lot of gamers out there. The blue chest in the house. Oh, somebody's already there. People are already telling us to look for stuff. We missed something. Oh well, let's go kill some people. Mike Russell on LinkedIn says Super NES has the best KOEI games. KOEI. Mike, you are older than me, so I don't even know what a KOEI. You're gonna have to tell me what that is.
KOEI. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Is that? It sounds familiar. All right, we got shots right here. So as we go into this fight, what was the game you played the most growing up?
Counter-Strike for sure. I grew up playing a lot of Counter-Strike 1.3 to 1.6.
Oh, look at this guy.
Definitely.
Woo! One shot. There we go. Guy up here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him with the rift. Get wrecked, kid. Oh, that's you.
Yeah. He's dead. He's dead for sure.
Oh, my ramps are not configured. What you get when you don't play. What should I make? I should make my ramps.
Here, I got you.
All right, sweet. Thanks, bro.
See? Look at this. Such a
Teamwork.
great teammate.
Dreamwork.
Inside and outside of the game. You see, that's what I'm about. So yeah, it was a lot of Counter-Strike, and
okay.
It was. I did compete actually a lot back then, and back then it was a league called Cal. So I was actually, if there are any other boomers in the house, it was Cal P, which is right. It's pretty much right below Invite, which is the pro space.
Okay.
So I feel like I was pretty good, but I definitely didn't get to the point where I was, making a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it was. That's definitely the game I played the most.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the stuff on the train.
All right.
Mike Russell says, "Oh, Romance of the Three Kingdoms is one. You want me to open that link? Don't you know how links work in streaming, Mike? I'm not opening links." So okay. Now, did you have a favorite game like going through college or?
Yeah. So I mean, I transitioned to play a lot more Dota back at the time. So I also played pretty competitively in that. I also played in the same league, and that's actually I didn't realize it at the time, but I had played with the CEO of CLG, or the founder of CLG, Hotshot. And I didn't realize it was who I was playing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was like a private ladder where some of the better people play.
I just killed a guy. How many meters? 229 meters. Let's go.
Look at you.
Let's freaking go.
Yeah, there's some people there.
All right.
Basically where they were.
Yeah, you want to go push them? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a car here. I can probably take us over there with.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a car.
These guys are bots.
I'm gonna pick up this bounty. Oh, okay, they're close. Okay, I see. I'm coming. Ooh. Now, okay, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in pretty much Southern California. So my whole life been around here, and I went to Arcadia, if you know where that is. That's where I spent my high school days.
Okay, nice. And what was Like, what was like the fun thing you guys did as kids? Was it video games or were you in sports?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was definitely a huge gamer. I was
Yeah.
also in band, so.
Oh, nice. What'd you play?
I played the trumpet, and I always say this. Everyone is always like, oh, you know, you're in band, and I guess it has a certain connotation to it. But
Sure,
at least the college, or not the college, the high school I went to, it was one of the more prestigious ones. Like I was in the inaugural parade for George Bush.
Whoa!
I did the
that's
Rose
crazy.
Parade twice. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I would really enjoyed, you know, that whole experience.
Yeah.
There's people over here. 177.
Get the snipe. Oh, almost. Dead.
Nice.
Get wrecked, kid. Nice kill.
Let's go.
So, now, you graduated, what, in 2006?
Yep, 2006 from high school.
Nice.
Really
And
high.
Santa Barbara. You see Santa Barbara.
Yep.
What, that was close? Or how close was that to where you grew up?
2 hours. 2 hours north.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, so not too far.
And
Pretty close.
this idea of biochemistry and science, what was the push for that? It was like, I'm gonna be a doctor, I'm gonna be a physical therapist, or I'm gonna be solve cancer. What was in your mind?
Well, if I'm being just completely honest,
Please.
I didn't really think about it, right? Like,
Oh,
I
yeah?
was just, you know, I think this is pretty common with maybe like
Mm-hmm.
the Asian culture, but my parents did a lot of stuff for me where my mom was like, hey, you should probably do either a chem major or science major. I was so, you know, focused on just, hey, let me just follow these steps and go to college after I finish high school. I didn't really think too much about, hey, like, what do I actually want to do? My mom knew me well enough to be like, hey, well, yeah, let's try to go into life sciences a bit. You can go from there and, you know, either be a physician assistant, be a physician, be anything. And yeah, so I just kind of followed along. I actually started as a chemical engineer at UCSB, and then I didn't like it, and then transitioned to just biochem. So that was the only like more intentional decision, I guess, while I was there. But I didn't choose to go in, I guess, biochem out of my own volition in the beginning. I was just kind of like mindlessly, I guess, following what my parents had decided for me, which you know, I think maybe surprising to a few, but I think it's actually pretty common in a lot of situations. Yeah, that's
what was you. So you this I my best friend growing up, his name is John Win, and Chinese, and my friend in middle school is Korean, and Billy, and I only felt the effects of an angry Asian mom in the periphery to the side. You know, it wasn't me. She wasn't my mom. She wasn't my mom, but I definitely felt, you know, understood it. Oh my gosh, you destroyed him. So, so you're saying, you mentioned culture, is that how ingrained is the success in school and job in Asian culture?
I mean, pretty ingrained for sure. It's definitely what everyone memes about, that, hey, you gotta get A's or you're messing up, you're fucking up. That's sort of the minimal expectation. And so, you know, I don't know, I was okay with that. Fortunately, I didn't really have too many problems with it. I would always focus on taking care of my academics, and then I could just kind of mess around and do my own thing on the side. That was at a minimum what I would always do, and I don't know, I think that was helpful for me. I don't think it's for everyone, for sure, but definitely in my case, I thought it was helpful.
I tried to no-scope him, didn't work. Trying. Oh,
he's dead.
I'm gonna get this no-scope down.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, there we go. One more.
360 no-scope this guy.
Do it. Oh, no-scope. Let's go. Well, how am I low health? guys didn't hit me. Must've. I think I fell out of the car when I like rocket leaped the car a second ago. I have no idea how that happened. Now, back in your days of high school, college, through college, what was it like working for, I guess, the summer months at Island Restaurants?
Oh yeah, that was a great time.
What
I have
was
some
the
great
hardest-
stories from that time.
Was that your? You probably had other jobs, I'm guessing.
My first job, I was a tutor. So I taught
Okay.
chemistry. I taught other high school kids right as I graduate, right when I was a senior in high school.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like my first summer, I went and worked at Islands with a close friend of mine. So I was a host, saying, "Hey, welcome to Islands. Let me get you seated. How many in your party?" I was that guy. And at Islands, you also do a lot of the busing. But it was just my first job. I thought it was a pretty enjoyable experience. Yeah, just my introduction to the working for an actual like W2 job.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it was fun. Oh yeah,
Yes.
almost,
See if I can hit it.
almost.
They're around here somewhere. About to get absolutely wrecked.
Yes, they are.
Movement has been. If you don't get
So weird, right?
boogie bombs or I guess the purple bouncer. Gosh,
Shockwaves. Yeah.
Shockwaves, or I'm coming up with things. You know what? Builds is so much easier to get around. I don't even do.
To get around. Oh yeah, this
Yeah, I
is
don't
right.
know why. Yeah, this is way easier to get around. I was thinking about this with this game. Had they built the map with the idea of no builds in mind, would they make so many? Boom! Oh, missed. Beautiful. Oh,
This is like no builds.
yeah. Would they have made the map? Oh, he tried to rocket me. Oh. Would they have made like the map a little different where
Oh, I'm
not
sure.
having to have the mobility issue?
Although I do like the verticality component. I mean, that just adds a more complicated dynamic to it, right?
Like the cliffs and stuff, you mean?
Yeah, that you have to. It forces like a certain rotation,
Sure,
so you
sure.
have to play
Yeah.
around it.
100%. All right, we're doing good. We got 17 kills. There's 3 people
look
left.
at us.
Go.
Look at us.
Look at this map. Map with 13 kills. Got to find these. Hiding out.
Oh, right here.
Oh, so
Where's-
close. I should know that way. Two of them.
Yeah.
This is the final team. All right, close. I got behind him. Behind him.
All right. Let's pick out this guy.
One dead. Oh, let's go. We're down to one guy.
Yes, sir. Let's pickaxe this guy.
You find him? You know where he is? Oh,
Oh, we'll find him.
yeah.
We'll find him. He's hiding somewhere.
Oh, so much space. This is where the bounty comes in. This is the free UAV. You play any Call of Duty?
No, not recently.
Yeah.
But
Play-
I definitely did before.
Play like Warzone? Did you get that during COVID?
Nah, not too much. Not too much. Because I played a lot of Fortnite. I mean, Fortnite
Yeah.
was definitely one of my main games.
Yeah. I just re-downloaded again. We played a lot. That's all we do is hang out. Play a lot.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so you let's go through this path of figuring out this idea of physical therapy and how, like, obviously it was 09. It's like when started down the physical therapy. What was the catalyst for all this and to where you're at now? And did you ever think gaming would be involved?
So the question is, how did I get into physical
Did you get started in
therapy?
physical therapy?
Yeah.
What drove you into physical therapy? You should talk a little bit about, but like more the catalyst to where you are now. I kind of want to go through that path.
Yeah, like the origin story.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So I mean, I think physical therapy, like, I've always been into fitness and exercise, and I think as I evaluated more of the healthcare space and the types of providers, it just seemed pretty natural for me to want to be essentially the barber of the healthcare space, since physical therapists spend the most time with their patients and really have a chance to get to know the people they work with. So I really loved and enjoyed that, especially after going to spend time at actual clinics and volunteering and seeing how much they actually got to connect with people. And that's also just sort of been something I've always enjoyed, socializing. And so yeah, that's how I got into PT. Got into PT school, and always gaming. I never stopped gaming throughout that. Always a problem with my girlfriend at the time, that didn't really understand gaming. But and then so after I graduated, I knew that I wanted to do something outside of just work in the clinic. So instead of just being a regular clinician, wait, did this guy just fall?
My bot just killed himself. What the heck?
Oh my goodness.
Then he almost knocked down my build. It killed me.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
So yeah, I knew I didn't want to work in the clinic, and I actually started. Okay, well that was easy.
Oh, that was tough.
I started in CrossFit actually. So I actually
really?
got a CrossFit certification. I was a strength and conditioning specialist, still am, just recertified, and I would go around to all these boxes, and I created this injury prevention on-ramp program because a lot of people were getting injured since it was relatively newer at the time, and people weren't understanding that they had to prepare themselves to get into this more intense, I guess, like cross-training sport. And then I just realized like they were my people. I would go home from work every day and compete and follow esports, and just put 2 and 2 together. Decided to all in, create some content, and I think that was like 2014, 2015. And 2015, I went to IEM San Jose after creating several base articles, just sort of like created my LLC at the time, and then just started pitching every single person in the venue to say, hey, do you guys need physical health support? And really, really fortunately, the CEO or founder of CLG they were looking for a personal trainer at the time. And I said, well, I could do much better than that. I'm both a strength and conditioning coach and a physical therapist. So let me work for you for free. And I worked for free for 2 years while I was doing my residency program. So I also got a specialist certification in orthopedics, which just means that I have additional expertise in treating musculoskeletal and neurological issues. And so I did that while, again, going to CLG 2 to 3 times a week, and transitioned into a paying job. And then it really kind of like snowballed after that. Once I got one, I started to work with others, and it just kept going from there.
Do you feel like the work for free mentality in esports is that still a good? That's a lot of people I hear, especially like esports events. Like I'm gonna go and I want to run esports events. Then here's from a lot of students, a lot of 20-year-old. I want to be in esports. A lot of the advice typically is go work with the TOs for free for esports, or work with organizations. I mean, do you still feel like that's a good path, or are we at a point in esports where you can learn and
we're going backwards a little bit. So we've gone backwards a little bit just because of the recession, and how the VC-backed esports teams handle their funds. And so I think we're closer back to the time where we kind of have to hustle a bit more to get into these organizations. Yeah, he's allowed to do that.
Nice. Okay.
And yeah, so I think you definitely have to hustle a lot more, just because there's not as much spend going around right now. And so I thought, I mean, that was a path that I had to take because there was no one in the space that had done it before, and so I had to prove that it was going to be able to provide value for them. And so fortunately it did. Fortunately I was able to help them move better, help them address
When was this?
injury that they had. This was 2015 to 2017, I believe, when I was at COG. And yeah, it was a really fun time, to be honest. I went to Worlds. I was like in the back with them, preparing them for some of the matches. It was such a cool and unique experience, and everyone back then, it was a little less guarded. I mean, I think it's definitely, as I said, going to retransition back to that place because of where things are. But yeah, I mean, it was such a great time. Such a great time.
How much in the sense of physical therapy, training, health and wellness was a part of professional esports in 2015?
It was non-existent.
Okay.
It was literally non-existent. Yeah, so it was, no one was doing it. I would be in physical therapy school and I would see all these articles of people retiring and people having to get surgical interventions. I mean, it was just a bit ridiculous, right? I was studying, understanding the actual physical stress of what's actually occurring, and there was even a larger gap. This is not even gaming, right? Like, so we work with a lot of gamers, but we also work with a lot of desk workers because the current evidence and current way many healthcare providers treat upper extremity injuries like wrist pain, they're really behind, right? Like carpal tunnel syndrome is the most commonly misdiagnosed, and it's probably one of the biggest myths in the medical industry today because of the broken healthcare system, because of limited MSK or musculoskeletal education in medical programs, because of search engine optimization. Because there's a lot of factors as to why that's happened, but it's a huge problem that not a lot of people realize. So for any listeners, it's almost never carpal tunnel syndrome. Again, in over 2,500 cases that we've seen of wrist pain over the past 8 years, there's only been one true case of very mild carpal tunnel syndrome. It's almost always a form of tendinopathy or tendon-related irritation, and so that's was a large factor as to why I thought, okay, well, I really need to get into this space and help people understand how to actually approach support, or here's a big laugh, by the way. How to actually work with
Here's a
oh, easy. Nice. Yeah, how to actually work with the population and basically creating the right protocols and teaching people how to work with them. Because again, even the healthcare providers right now are unaware or do not have the updated evidence or approach to support this population. All right, it's Peter.
Wow.
Peter Griffin.
Peter.
Griffin. Oh yeah, Peter.
That was one of my impressions that I was trying to do
Oh,
when
yeah?
I played Fortnite. Oh yeah.
That's good.
Oh, Peter. Yeah, I don't know what I've always done impressions and stuff. So yes, I will come help you. I'm over here. They should. What is missing in the esports space? I mean, I know when I first kind of really got into this, I was competing with Envy. At that time, it was just Envy. You got them coming. And they had a mental health coach.
With Envy? Got it, yeah.
So cool stuff. That come in.
Yay. Yeah.
What? Where are we behind right now in the esports space? And
where are we?
And because of this esports winter in the professional space, will we see a decline of all the auxiliary stuff that we needed.
Yeah, we already have. I mean, I think we're making a lot of good progress. There's a lot more organizations that are sensitive to it, but they want to provide support, but they haven't found the ways to be profitable. So clearly, they can't prioritize it at the moment, even though they want to.
Yeah.
However, I think there were a lot of key moments where there were setbacks. Right? Like obviously, this recession is going to set us back in terms of just being able to provide the services to professional esports teams. But there's things like the Players Association. There's colleges that are finally hopefully being able to provide enough structure and support and have the budget to even afford these type of services. But I think there were obviously key moments within the industry that kind of set us back and set sort of the field of esports medicine back. With things that might have happened to players, and being not taken care of, and sort of like the name of esports medicine getting sort of what's the word for it? Just kind of just affected negatively. Like the perception of it was that we don't need esports medicine because of maybe certain people in the space that didn't really understand how to work in the space try to come in. Really ultimately been grifters. So that I think set us back, but I think overall we're still net positive in terms of what we've been able to achieve. In that it's consistently a thought. Mental health is obviously on the forefront of a lot of organizations' minds, but the structures still aren't in place to actually be able to deliver the support yet. It's in pockets right now in the industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, I left you. I'm sorry.
Dead. He gone. I was messing around. We gotta get the tower. Small tower.
Yeah.
Or you already killed him.
I'm killing him right now.
Nice. Oh, did no one use a bouncing bomb? What the heck is the purple one? I just shockwave, and yeah, you go nowhere. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, nice.
Now, I want to talk about TikTok, but I also want to
Yeah, sure.
because you're TikTok famous. And,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's what they tell me.
It's true.
That's what we say.
But
I don't know that.
you started, you said, with CLG. What was the team?
Yeah, CLG. Yeah.
CLG, yeah.
Yeah.
And what is your path over the years through different sports?
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
It goes, here's a mini, by the way. It goes CLG, then it went to Immortals.
Okay.
CLG for I think like 2 or 3 years, and Immortals for 2 or 3 years. And then it was at the same time as Immortals, I started working with another team called Guangzhou Charge. They're like an Overwatch team. And then from there I started working with the Gladiators.
Ooh, okay.
So all of KSC or Cronky Esports, all their teams. And then from there we added like a psychologist, we added a dietitian, we added a few other providers, and then it kind of like exploded from there. Evil Geniuses, C9, Team Liquid, FaZe, NIP, every major esports team we've supported 1 or 2 of their players.
Okay.
And so yeah, I think we've just been really fortunate. It just kind of exploded.
Yeah. Hello. Sorry. So now, obviously you have 100 thieves. Was there what was this route to 100 thieves, or you were working with so many different orgs, or?
Yeah, I mean, because we were spread out with different providers, so
Okay.
we basically worked with every a majority of orgs, just through different providers.
Okay, so you don't have like just one. You are
Yeah.
many.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, and we've clearly, like, to be transparent, we've had to cut back now because of where the industry's at. So we're just working with a few teams now, and a lot of it is as needed. So it's now gone back to reactive support versus proactive support, right? Which is obviously we don't want that.
Yeah.
We get in the G wagon.
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah.
Do you, when you play Fortnite, are you a box up and build kind of fight? Or are you here's a guy, or do you like punch people in the face?
Oh yeah, I'm a box fighter. I'm a box fighter. I made some money in the World Cup, so it was
landlord.
Yeah, I used to be in the professional Discord actually for
Nice.
Fortnite because I was really addicted, and so it was I was all about it. I was all about this game.
No way. Okay.
I was practicing. I was screaming all the time. It was while running the company and while working with teams. It was amazing. It was a great time. That was pre-kids, of course. So now with my little 3-year-old, I don't think I'm capable of doing that as much. But it was a great time.
Did you play with Luka or in the World? Was this 2019 or what?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was. So I didn't play in the finals. Obviously, I wasn't that good. But I made money off the like World Cup weekend one solos. I was I think 429.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So just made a little bit off that, and then that was a great time. That was really fun, actually.
Oh, he's. Get him. Nice. Okay, so while we got this, let's finish up this game. What? Everybody wants to know. How do you become TikTok famous?
How do I become TikTok famous? Man.
How do you?
That was the craziest time for me, to be honest, because that was obviously right when the pandemic hit, and I literally knew for some reason, I just had an inkling that this was the time to post. And so I just went all in creating content.
Yeah.
And so much so that at one point I had 15, 20 shorts in the drafts. I would post 3 times a day consistently. And I burnt out from it, if I'm being honest.
Sure.
I really burnt out from it. But, I think there's a very consistent formula. And it's just, you gotta keep posting and you iterate. It's just a very iterative process, and you figure out what works, find the viral structures, and then rinse and repeat. And it's just a numbers game. I mean, there's better formulations now, and people understand it a bit better now. But I mean, I think it was back then. It was a lot easier. 100%. It was way easier. Like what is the standard now for virality is not the same as what it was before. But it's all about trend and managing trends. That's if I were to do it again, then I mean I really don't post as much now. I just sort of maintain every now and then. Sure. But I feel like I would know what to do. It just is a lot of time commitment and essentially doing market research, like watching and spending a lot of time on content.
It is definitely a constant. I mean, even the people make time. People make good content, or let me put it this way: people can get views by coming up with saying, "Oh yeah, the algorithm is this week." They don't know. They don't know. Saying that the algorithm is new. Here's the algorithm. I know there's people who do know, but there's a lot of people who just don't.
Yeah, exactly. And it's literally there's metas, there's content metas. Like if you think about it as in terms of video games, it's literally a content meta.
Get him, die. Oh, you pickaxe. Should quit the game. I pump. I don't use the pump normally, but it's blue and I wanted it. And now I'm good. I like the. Hello.
Hello.
See ya. And I forget I can build.
Yeah.
Just gotta. Okay. So, health and wellness wise, as we wrap up this game, we got 5 left. It's our last bit. What do you want people to know in the gaming and esports space about health and wellness, physical therapy? What designation do you feel most comfortable with in esports? Physical therapy, health and wellness, esports ability. I don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, just physical health in
Physical
esports.
health,
Yeah. I mean, I think I did cover at least like the myth of carpal tunnel syndrome, which is I think one of the more important things.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I mean, esports injuries are not complicated. They're simple, but they're not easy to manage because, man, there's just like pretty recent research that is published about. It's called the pain and drivers. What am I saying? Okay, pain and
Okay.
disability drivers model. It's called PDDM, and they basically have shown that, you know, obviously we know there's the biomechanical contributors, there's neurological contributors,
Okay.
but we also always have to consider the cognitive and emotional, social, psychosocial, or they call those contextual factors, as well as like comorbidity factors. And so, you know, those are, it's pretty holistic, right? You can't just look at one picture, and I think that's a lot of the time we focus on just one thing because, one, it's easy for our brain to focus on one thing, but two, there's not a lot of like nuanced content that is created all the time, right? Because what does well in social media is not nuanced content, that is clickbaity, and
Yeah.
it doesn't represent nuance well, and that's also why, right, like the Hubermans are, I love that type of content is a bit more popular because they actually can represent and speak to some level of nuance.
Bulgarian. Get him. Nice. Let's go. Carried.
2 games,
Carried.
2 wins.
Okay, so I know we're out of time, but I want to give you the 60-second hot seat to 30 seconds,
Sure.
60 seconds, whatever you want. Talk about anything you want to talk about that people need to know about you, HP, and for people to follow you. You have the floor. It is all yours.
Yeah, well, first off, thanks everyone for listening. Hope you guys picked up something that was interesting for yourself. We obviously create a lot of content. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, of course. If you guys do want to reach out to me or have questions relating to, you know, what we do at 1 HP or 1 health point, just send me an email at my name, matthewhw@1-hp.org, or Bubba will leave it in the comments if anything. And yeah, you know, we're doing a lot. Like we're obviously working with professional esports teams. We're also we created an education platform that educates future providers on how they can work with the gaming space, and we are also educating coaches on that front. So if you're a director, if you're, you know, in this centrally position or key position organization within esports that have coaches and provide education, I think the education piece or product that we have can be really helpful in elevating the standards of how to think about health and wellness for gamers, how to teach health and wellness, or at least have a better eye for that, so you can understand how to refer out. And so, yeah, and then really lastly, now we have our sort of unlimited membership program for physical therapy and nutrition and fitness, and you guys can just find that on our website.
What is this? Unlimited?
Yeah, so we created a virtual care platform that provides unlimited physical therapy remotely for $35 a month.
All right, so you guys need to go to 1HP. I know how to do it.
Yeah, 1-hp.org,
1-HP.
I think.
I had it.
Yeah.
So it's in the chat. 1HP. Caitlin said I was supposed to ask you a question. No, I can't remember. What the heck? Said ask you about. Oh, you're the only. I know you gotta go. You're the only pro player turned physical therapist.
Yeah, with the Fortnite thing, I guess.
That's pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Matt, man, I appreciate you guys. You guys do so much for. I definitely was talking to Caitlin at the foundation. We want to do whatever we can to promote what you guys are doing and get help kids. They don't know how to really understand what they need to be doing, because I think we all do. We all struggle.
Yeah, please. I mean, happy to be back. I know it's a bit short. I'm sure there was a lot more on your menu of questions to ask me about.
Okay.
I'm happy to join again. Hopefully speak about more, learn a little bit more about you, you know? I mean, everyone knows you, so maybe
well,
not.
I have one of those faces that's sadly around a lot. So, yeah. Makes sense. Well, definitely, if you're on Fortnite, I'll try to get better my builds and play with you. And yeah, well, and we'll play your lobby. So, yeah, actually.
I would love that. That'd be fun.
All right, Matt, I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna shut down the show. Feel free to leave the control room, and good luck today. Have an amazing weekend.
Yeah, take care. Thanks for having me.
All right, see you, bud.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming today. Amazing time playing some Fork Knife. If you haven't checked out 1HP, go to 1-hp.org. We have a couple live shows coming up soon. This next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central, 11 Eastern, we'll have Ray Pastor, gonna talk legend. And then that Thursday, the next day on February 8th at 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, we'll have the Rave Esports show with me, Bubba Gaddert, Jeff Palumbo from Lenovo. We'll also have a couple other guests for Invite Sent coming up as well. So please make sure you like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, just so you know who's coming up and what's happening next Friday. We don't have anybody lined up just yet. Julie Mavro George will be here on the 14th. Rachel Cowart, our amazing zeitgeist physical therapist or doctor of awesome in gaming space, is going to be on the show Wednesday the 21st. The 23rd, we'll have Dr. Claudia Carzana from Texas, an educator. Freddie Hallstad coming on the 28th. JD Carrier on 1st of March, and looks like Zach Teep is on March 8th, and we'll have some more shows coming, as well as looks like Angela Bernard Thomas will be on February 22nd for the Brave show, and March 7th we're going to be hopefully doing something cool with Victor from Army Esports, or it's not right, it's Army West Point Sports, and hopefully extra on March 7th. Thank you guys once again. Stay amazing. We will see you next time.
Hello there, gamers and mental health enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into a groundbreaking study that explores the intersection of scholarly gaming and mental health education, and how it can impact the self-esteem of adolescents. Picture this: a world where scholarly gaming isn't just about mastering technology-based career skills or dominating the world of video game business. No, it's a world where gaming becomes a gateway to improving mental health. 3 visionary educators and a school-based health intervention expert came together to create a curriculum that aligns with academic guidelines from the International Society for Technology Education. This curriculum spans 40 lessons, delivered over 14 weeks with a minimum of 120 minutes per week. But here's the twist: 83 schools were invited to participate, but they were divided into 2 groups, those with mental health moments and those without. The non-mental health moment group got the scholarly gaming curriculum alone, while the mental health moment group got an extra layer of education. Mental health moments were embedded into 27 lessons, integrating concepts from the PERMA framework and the Collaborative Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning Standards, otherwise known as CASEL. Now, let's meet our players. 471 participants from both groups, with almost 75% in high school, many experiencing scholarly gaming for the first time. A majority were male, and the racial diversity was broad. At the start, the average self-esteem score was 17.9, with 22.1% reporting low self-esteem. But hold on, the game's just beginning. As the study progressed, it revealed some fascinating results. While 57.7% of participants with low self-esteem at the beginning reported average self-esteem post-intervention, the Mental Health Moments group stole the spotlight. Self-esteem scores improved by 8.3% in the Mental Health Moments group, compared to no change in the non-Mental Health Moments group. How's that for a power-up? Some students even shifted from abnormally low self-esteem scores to normal ranges. The message is loud and clear. Educators, healthcare providers, and adolescent advocates pay attention. Non-traditional educational instructions, like scholarly gaming, combined with mental health moments, can significantly improve students' well-being. And there you have it, a journey through the power of scholarly gaming and mental health moments. Remember, your self-esteem matters, and sometimes, all it takes is a little extra support to level up. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. Until next time, keep gaming, keep learning, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself.